Hey, we're live.
We're here.
Hey.
Yeah.
We're live and alive.
Scott's joining us via some type of mobile device. He is on the move.
Oh, wow. That's,
Yeah.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, if you
Well,
really
hey.
want to, I can take my shirt off and show my scars.
That's okay. You posted that online. We're good.
I know.
But hey, we are a week away from the Kickstarter being done. We're at $3,154, 63 backers. We've hit a couple stretch goals, and we're looking to hit another one tonight if we can handle it.
Yeah, $96 away. If we open up this next one, all pledges of $25 or more will get $25 in free bonus rewards added to their pledges. So pretty good stuff.
Yeah. So it's right now. We are unlocked the metal trading card and the bonus variant cover, so you're going to get an extra comic with your order.
Yep. And then the next bonus will be a second exclusive trading card, metal also.
So let's scroll in, and there we go. So yes, when we hit 3,250, so it is now so this one starts where you have to have $25 or more. So if you're only 20, you're only going to get the first two, and then $25 or more right now, you'll get at least the third one when we hit that and going forward. The next bump is at the fifth thing where you have to have $30 or more. So
right.
A lot of cool stuff for even for just the $20. You can get two things. You get your comic you chose as well as the extra trading card.
That's right. Yeah, so good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you guys been? I talked to Scott this morning. Kevin, how you doing?
Good. Staying busy.
Yeah, we culture shocked Kevin earlier today. Me and Kevin were talking about those NFTs.
Yeah.
So we're actually looking into that for our books now.
Yeah, I still don't understand it.
I went down that rabbit hole the last hour, and I'm just like, what the literal hell am I? It's insane. I'm like, well, so I'm like, I'll try to sign up. So I'll get on board with that too. It looks interesting. It's an interesting way to collect digital art as a currency. That's the best way I think you can describe it. You're using digital art as currency.
So this is actually breaking news. If you're watching this, we are exploring making our individual comic pages into this NFT format for you collectors out there. So it'll be coming soon. Stay tuned to the Bardstone pages.
Yeah, this whole cryptocurrency is weird. I've been looking at just the cryptocurrencies the last couple of weeks, and that right there is mind-boggling.
It is. It really is. It's mind-blowing. But, it's the world we live in. But, on one hand, you think, well, but cryptocurrency isn't real money. But to be honest, our money isn't real money either. If you look on it, it says it's a Federal Reserve note. A note is a payable. It's not actually money. It's not backed by anything, and it's backed by a private entity, the Federal Reserve. So if that ever goes out of business, our notes become worth nothing. So, so we don't actually use money anyway. So it doesn't matter.
We all have digital money now. That's what we use the majority of the time. So
it's like the Drew Carey show where the points don't matter. That's kind of what our currency is. It has value if we give it value. That's it.
It shocked me because you only can buy certain things on their sites in either Bitcoin or other types of cryptocurrency. And it's like, well, or you can go to an ATM and trade your money in and turn it into Bitcoin or crypto. Yeah. I'm like, where are those at? And I searched, I'm like, oh, there's two in Fort Wayne. What?
Right?
When?
What? Really
what? Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's insane. And in some of the larger cities, there's a ton of them. So, I mean, this is something that's been quietly happening for a little while now that I just was oblivious to. So us
at Bardstone, we're going to be cutting edge. We're going to be one of the first, as far as I know, I haven't, in all my research, haven't found it. I think we're going to be one of the first digital NFT comic books for you guys out there. We're going to NFT our pages. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah, we just got to figure it out now.
Yeah, it's such an interesting way to do it that I really want to research a little bit more and really it's a great way I think to offer something for everybody that's backed us and supported us that either as a Kickstarter reward or as different things that we can either sell or use as gifts to people that pledge X amount of dollars. It's really interesting. I'm really stoked to research it more.
It's kind of interesting. This is like the next level from what people are doing on Patreon, where you pay your monthly Patreon and then they send you like a digital file every month of an image they've done. But this has gone to a different, whole new level. So, I mean, the tradability and value and things like that. And
it keeps track record of exactly who, what, where, why, how much it sold for, when it sold, the date. But it always references back to the original creator is whoever created it. So like in our case, it'd be Bardstone or me or Scott or Brett. Yeah. But you own that edition.
Right. So so 200 years from now, whoever owns it will be able to track the ownership line all the way back to us.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But you still, as the creator and the originator, you still hold all the copyrights. They just own the rights to that digital copy, but they can't even make a physical copy of it from everything that I'm seeing. Maybe that's an option that you can make for it, but from what I've seen, it's strictly a digital format, a digital currency. Almost.
Yeah. And I guess as we evolve into a digital world, does paper over time deteriorates? Digital, if you store it right, it's zeros and ones, so it's forever, I guess. As long as you have the technology, as long as we don't have a plague that puts us back into the dark ages, kind of like what we're almost going through now. Maybe, I don't
know. Yeah, nobody set up any EMPs, so.
So you mean September? Okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah, but good stuff. So we're here for the Crimson Shadows 2. We're doing awesome. 63 backers so far, guys. We really do have a chance. If we make this all the way to our ultimate stretch goal, currently at $6,000, that'll be $50 in free rewards added to pledges of $40 or more. And we really can achieve this. It's we have something like 55 followers that haven't backed it yet. So if them alone, if they all take part in this, we're gonna double our pledges and get into the 6,000 range. So this is very doable, but we need your help, through pledges, but also sharing. That is so important. And if you donated already, we thank you. But just know you are allowed to increase your pledges whenever you want, and add. You can either through the reward tiers, you can increase your tier. Or you can do add-ons, you can increase and get more. And then you'll get these bonus prizes as well.
Yep, manage your pledge. That's what it's under when you sign into Kickstarter. It says right there, manage. You can click that, change how much money you've donated towards it. You can change the one you've chosen if you wanted a higher package, or do more add-ons.
That's right.
Right.
So, and then of course, share Facebook, Twitter, email. You can embed it, so you can actually embed this into something you've got going on in your own webpage. So if you want to promote us that way, that's a great way to go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I might actually be able to support this here. Let's see if I can stand this up. So I'm not holding it. It gets tiring after an hour.
You should have. You've got the.
Just don't go too low. We'll see that you're not wearing pants.
So. You got the tripods with the phone holder we used to use in the studio. You should have set that up.
Those are all in my office at work.
Well, see, that doesn't do any good at home.
Well, usually I'm not streaming at home. That works. There, I can stand up straight now.
There you go.
Good. So, yeah, that works.
And during the intro, I was able to, since I'm at home, I jumped on my screen. I was able to share to all my pages, so that was good too.
Fantastic. Because I tried to share it to your page and it wouldn't give me the link to do that because Facebook sucks.
I know. I don't like these updates they keep doing.
Yeah.
But
it's making things a little more difficult, but
yeah. So Kevin and I, we did a podcast last night. C-pop was a C-pop Universe, and they were really nice. It's a shame they were having a few technical glitches, and kind of got cut short a little bit. But we got the word out and everything else. They were really cool, and they do Comic Cons as fans. It sounds like to do some podcasting, so that was pretty cool to be on that. So.
Yeah, I think it was a great time, and what a great group of people. I mean, great questions, a lot of fun. Really intriguing that she's an old English teacher and was a Poe fan. So,
I was more intrigued. She took our pal Vinny from T-24 to the prom.
To the prom, yes.
Yeah, they were prom dates. Yeah, they've been friends forever.
How did this happen?
Well, this is pre-Lisa, so
I'm assuming money, but
no, I mean, so is that how they found us? Was through Facebook through them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering how they discovered us.
I swear I've met her in person at one of the shows.
We might have met him at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I know somewhere. She's too familiar because to me she sounds like and now I'm gonna blank on her name. My God, she sounds like an actress to me. Her voice is like perfect from This Is 40. She's in all the Judd Apatow movies. That's her husband.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Leslie Mann. To me, she sounds just like Leslie Mann, and I remember meeting someone being like, that's Leslie Mann's voice. So I remember weird things. So yeah, it's when we launch Poe issue 3, they want to have us all back on and chat and do a full blown interview, and by then they'll be using StreamYard. So
I hope so. I'll tell you. I mean, everything they're trying to do through OBS, you can pretty much do through StreamYard. So, because I
was messaging you guys blaming Kevin. I thought it was Kevin.
No, actually, it partly was.
Brandy's like, is it echoing on your side? I'm like, yes, I think it's Kevin.
Well, that's actually the Skype, because Skype doesn't do the noise cancellation to help with doing that when you have an open mic, open speaker.
Yeah, but then I noticed Kevin had earplugs in, so I'm like, oh, it's not Kevin.
No, once he put that in, that fixed it. When he did the earplugs, it fixed it. So.
And then, but for us, it all sounded okay. But we didn't know until someone said something. But hey, it worked. It's technology. You're gonna have those issues.
It's technology. What can
it was a really good time. It was fun to talk to them about how we started and how much fun we've been having doing these Kickstarters in place of conventions. As much as we miss conventions, we love doing these Kickstarters and connecting. And Scott's gone. No head.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm sharing a link to the Kickstarter. My computer, full disclosure, if you haven't known, I've had a hernia surgery, and right now I'm more comfortable standing, so I'm standing up. But my computer is actually down here, so be thankful my camera is not down there. You'd have the wrong view. But so I'm sharing the link right now for the Kickstarter. So I'm still here.
I couldn't tell what you were doing. Maybe you're bobbing for apples. I don't know.
We lost Brett though.
We did. Yeah, he froze.
Uh-oh.
But I will say,
we need you up higher and me lower.
No, you don't. You do not. Oh my God! I'm blaming this on the drugs. You have
see what happens when Brett leaves.
I know, right?
We can do the virtual fist bump.
Yeah.
You gotta go the opposite way. There you go.
I'm drinking coffee, and if you believe that, well, you're pretty naive. So,
although usually you're not drinking out of a mug.
The coffee?
Well,
it's because it's not coffee. I got the beer for later.
Right.
This is the coffee, Irish coffee, but
got it.
The coffee. So
like I've got a lighting dilemma in here. If I turn on the normal light, it blinds from the back. If I turn on this light, it's like,
it's like your superpowers are erupting.
Yeah.
Angry Scott.
Like I'm in front of a fire. It's like, there we go. We found Brett.
Yeah, my computer, my internet at the house went out.
Oh.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah. You do not want to know what's happening in the last few minutes.
Do what?
Yeah, you missed all the fun, Brett.
Oh, darn. I always do.
You'll have to watch it replay. It's around the 14 minutes.
Yeah. But to get back on track, it was really great to talk to them and explain where Bardstone came from, and they were very intrigued. They even called us professional, which was like,
That
Yeah,
just
well, if you're
shows.
watching tonight, they can see how unprofessional we are. We got 2 people on phones and my internet kicked out. So.
And
But we're
Scott
able
keeps
to
going.
improvise.
Scott keeps bobbing for apples, literally.
Yeah,
so.
I'm trying to share the link into our comment section.
No, this is the Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Move your head here and back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know what you're doing.
He kept doing it before, and I was just going. Yeah.
So, hey, Scott, did you have that pearl necklace on before?
Oh, that hurt. I laughed too hard there. Oh, that hurt.
Oh shit! Yeah, polar opposite from last night. Oh my god!
People watching this on this thing don't realize that when we're actually just together, like in the same room, this is what happens all the time.
This is how our conversations go every time. Oh my god, it's so great.
Yeah, it does hurt to laugh, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, so today, don't forget, people, donate at Crimson Shadow to go to bardstone.com, go to the Kickstarter tab. I haven't shared the link yet, so do that.
Okay. I did put the links in the comments, so.
So the post-surgery stuff, I go to take a shower today, and they still had those sense. Actually, I think it's the defibrillator things, so they could shock you if you are dying.
Circles, yeah.
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 Oh my God, they hurt to take off.
Yep. And they leave like little hickey marks in like the most. And
like they shave like your whole body except where they stick those.
Yeah, right.
So it hurt taking those off quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you had the same problem, but they're like, I'm like, I kind of shaved beforehand to try to help them out. Oh, okay. And they're like, oh yeah, we need to shave a little bit more. One razor, 2 razors, 3. She's like, I'll be right back. And comes back with a tray of razors. I'm like, well, I'm a hairy guy. What the hell? But you're already
1970s Harry? What are you?
Why the fuck are you like coming all the way up here and like shaving my nipples and shit? So what the hell? Well, just in case. In case of what?
Yeah, just in case.
What do you need access to my nipples for in the case of emergency? So,
I think that's if they shock you back to life. Or so you hope.
Wow, this took a turn really fast, but so yeah, but yeah, it's been a good week for the Kickstarter. It's been a good week for there's been a lot of movement and a lot of positive information being put out about how different states are reacting and opening up more, and conventions. There's been an awful lot of talk either on Facebook or through websites on conventions.
I've been seeing more posts of people from conventions, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of smaller ones, and I think the biggest one so far, I'd have to say, would be the South Carolina one. I haven't heard how it went for everybody, but that was the biggest one I heard was happening, with a lot of small hotel ones going on right now.
Yeah, I did see one. I messaged Vinny and Lisa during that show, and they said Saturday was just a little bit under what their 2019 was, and I take that as a huge win.
Yeah,
a huge win. I mean, that's fantastic to hear. 2019 in comparison, if it was half of what 2019 was, I'd call it a win. I mean, just knowing the limitations of how many people can come. So it's great news. I'm looking forward to it. I believe,
and the amount of people too at that show was 60% less was allowed in at one time than 2019. So I mean, to be just under, I mean, that's gosh, if they had the amount of people that really could have came in at the same time, they probably would have had a huge increase.
And I wonder too if that's actually from a vendor standpoint. Here's the thing for like behind the scenes for you watchers. From a vendor standpoint, we love you people who are there all weekend. We absolutely love you. But the reality is you only have so much budget to spend. And I wonder if doing the 60% capacity is giving more people one-day access. So you're having a full day of people spending money followed by another full day of people spending money instead of people waiting till the last day to spend money.
Yeah, you have more of a captive audience, literally. I mean, they're there for an X amount of time. They've got to make they know they have limited time, and they're not going to come back the next day. And yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And in a way, it kind of cuts down on the social fun of it, but it does make it more access to more people, and it does make it more of a buyer friendly type of crowd. From what you're saying.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. I still think by the time our first Bardstone unveiling is going to be Gem City Comic Con in July, and I think by then, I think things will be rocking and rolling. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, most of the states, including ours, they keep talking about July 4th being the back to normal time.
Yeah, I'm so excited for all this, and with all the product we have. You know, just to give you guys a little backstory once again, if you haven't been following Bardstone, we've only been around a little over a year. This is our 5th successful Kickstarter. It's fully funded. All the covers are done. The book is fully done. The artist proofs are in the process of being ordered. They would have been ordered, but it turns out our printer, Ready Comics, has a new software. So I did all the formatting based upon the way they used to do it. So now I got to reformat everything. And just in time for my surgery, so I'm gonna have to reformat when I get back to the office. So I know. I'm like, what? So anyways, it's all good though. But you know, they do amazing work. So I'm sure any software changes they did are only improving their system. So
the Poe books, my God, they were talk about a fast turnaround, the quality. I've gotten so much feedback already from the books. I'm very happy to say absolutely everything's been shipped out for Poe issue 2 also. I have one straggler I need to get an address from, and everything else has been shipped. I'm super happy considering I said I wouldn't start shipping till May.
Yeah.
So,
Brett, can you pull up our screen and scroll to the bottom where our Bardstone Kickstarter schedule is?
No. I'm on my phone.
Oh, yeah. Wait, so none of us are able to share anything.
Kevin can.
The guy that doesn't know what he's doing. Sure.
Yeah, give me like 3 to 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes.
Hold on. Wait, I can do this.
My computer's just now coming back up. So
okay. Well, I can do this on my end. I'll try to aim at it with my. I'm scrolling down. Here we go. Let's see.
Move to the left. Back up.
So, anyways, I don't know. There we go. So we got the first 4 fully funded and shipped on time. This is the professional side, right?
Yeah.
So oh, you're making my stomach hurt.
Oh my God. I love post-surgery Scott as much as I love drunk Scott.
Oh my God. I'm not even on anything. Actually, I got to take my medicine pretty soon. Okay, so like I said, this is our 5th successful. We've got Poe Macabre Master 1, Poe Macabre Master 2, Crimson Shadows 1, and Wretched Realms 1, all fully funded and shipped on time. And now we're on Crimson Shadows 2, fully funded, in progress of being shipped on time, as long as there's no crazy COVID happening. And to ensure we're on time, I've even moved ahead with the stretch goals. So if we achieve those, it won't slow me down getting those created for you guys. So I shared last night, it was, or 2 nights ago, I shared the sneak peek at the 4 bonus pages if we get them.
All right, I'm going to drop. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay.
But the good news is the way I'm doing this, if we don't hit those stretch goals, I will simply move them over into issue 3. But I would rather have them in issue 2 so I can do extra content in issue 3. So that's my goal. So hopefully we do that. But you guys all rock. You've been supporting the project. I mean, 63 of you are awesome. I think our all-time best was 88 backers, I think, for Bardstone.
I think so. I think Crimson Shadows 88. The first Poe had 70 something.
Right.
I mean, and again, we've always had some quality backers, so
definitely. And I'm definitely thinking with us having about 55 or so followers still in the back end there that haven't donated yet, we really have a shot at breaking 5,000.
Yeah.
So
the last week's always it's such an enigma. The last week of the Kickstarter, things start to ramp back up, and then the last 3-4 days, you really never you don't know. That's when it goes gangbusters, and so there's a lot of opportunity for a lot more people to hop in, but everyone that's already backed, you're going to get a lot of free stuff already with this.
Yeah.
The first two stretch goals we've reached. And everyone's going to get a free limited edition comic. I mean, that's amazing.
And when I look at other Kickstarters, I've been really studying a lot of Kickstarters and their bonus goals. We're giving a lot for bonus goals. I feel a lot of Kickstarters are getting, not that I love all these rewards. I get them myself. And we did it in previous ones, but I really wanted to step up the game for the stretch goals to really reward you guys for being so awesome and backing us. So, a lot of times you're getting a trading card, a bookmark, some kind of mini print, which, like I said, those are all great rewards and I love them. But I really wanted to step it up and add these bonus issues. So, you have the potential of 2 free limited editions added to your order if we can get up to the 5,000 mark. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So, and also if we get to that mark, you have 4 bonus pages of story. That's the other thing I want to touch on. A normal size comic book is about 22 pages. Our book right now is 30 full color pages. So that's about 50% more almost. On top of that, or actually it'll be about 50% more when we add the 4 bonus pages. So we'll be up to 34 pages if we hit those stretch goals. That's a lot of story content for a regular issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, I got the page back up, so we're back up showing the stuff on the Kickstarter here.
Yeah, not as good as when I do my camera work, but we'll
Yeah.
Like my reverse camera work. Was everything backwards when I was showing it?
I didn't see that because I jumped out.
Fred says, I lost control of this show. I'm out of here.
Yeah. So, yep. I think one thing we haven't really talked about is these 4x6 metal prints. We started doing metal prints of our fan art a few years ago, and this has been a great size to have really cool print that's going to last. We talk about, at the beginning of the show, we're talking about the NFTs. Well, the metal prints are going to last probably as long as some of this digital stuff will.
Yeah, much better opportunity compared to the paper. So you have to work to destroy these. The metal are one. Adds another aspect to the artwork with the metal and the sheen and the shine, and we do change some of the coloring if it's on metal, but it's a nice alternative to a paper or a print, and quite frankly, it's been almost the last couple of years that you guys say the same thing. It's been almost a 50-50 where the fans want to buy the metal prints because they want something that's more of a long-lasting, more of a collectible than just a print. Yeah,
and I've done trading card size like we're offering as rewards doing this for a couple of years as well, and then the big ones all the way up to the comic book size have been very, very popular. So,
yep, absolutely.
And just to point out with these ones, with issue 1 of Crimson Shadows, I did the prints with I left the logos on it, so it looked just like the cover. But I was just loving how these covers came out. And I thought, I want to showcase the art alone. Mm-hmm. So I took all the logos off and made these ones purely the art, just because it looks so awesome by itself anyways. I also added metal prints of the Wretched Realms covers as well. During Wretched Realms, I didn't do metal print. So if you took part in Wretched Realms, you wouldn't have been able to get a metal print. So if you want to get them, you can get them as add-ons here.
Yeah, and I like the deal you have here too. All 13 for $95. They're $10 individually. So I mean, you're getting basically 3 and almost a half free when you buy the whole set.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good price. I mean, if you get this at Comic Cons all the time. People who don't collect metal art, they hear the price and they're like, "Oh my god," and they walk away. But people who collect know this is a good price for metal art.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not cheap getting these made. I mean, you get them shipped. It's like 100-pound brick of metal you're getting.
Yeah.
My UPS drivers cursed me out many a times.
Yeah.
I mean, a standard 11 by 17 print in metal is going to run you $50 or $60 at a show.
Right.
That's what you're going to pay. Comic book size, you're looking at 20, 25 easy. 4x6, we sell them for $10 to $15. So, I mean, this is a great deal. It's a fantastic deal. And if you haven't seen metal prints in person, you will not be sorry that you got that upgraded print. It's fantastic.
Or the metal covers in the right lighting, with the right lighting at your house with those little white lights that they have. It looks insane the way the colors pop.
Well, even just here, this is in a bag and board basically, but this is the metal cover for Poe 2.
Right.
So I mean, it's, you can definitely see there. I'll bring myself up more full screen. You can see it better, but it's just getting from off my lamp. You get the shade that it's getting a lot of glare from just the bag. But the quality of it is fantastic. The way the colors pop is something that when we started doing these metals, I was just, here, I'll take it out of the bag. You can just see the sheen on it. And
make it close to your screen.
Yeah.
There you go.
So and you see that outside the bag, and I'm gonna actually frame this up, and this is gonna go on the wall.
Yeah.
So this is just a phenomenal way it looks, and this is the actual comic with the metal cover. And the nice thing is we have the option now. You can get the 4x6s as an add-on, and you get the covers that way. And think of how cool a collage that would be. Just taking okay, I like Crimson Shadows 1, so here's all the Crimson Shadow 1 covers. Here's all Crimson Shadow 2. Here's the Wretched Realm covers, and you create different framed setups showing off those covers.
And we have some amazing artists who join us in these. We got Sean Forney taking place here for Crimson Shadows 2. With Wretched Realms, we had Sergio Cariello join us. Of course, we got Brett and Kevin each contributing covers between the different series. So J. Travis Smith. So we've got an amazing collection of talent who is represented on these different covers.
Yeah.
So
a lot of fun different styles too.
Yeah.
So
and we're only growing. It's Kevin's got we talked about our track record. Crimson Shadows 2 will be wrapping up in a week. He's working on Poe 3. I'm working on Crimson 3 shortly after. We have plans for additional amazing artists to join our creative team here on future covers. So we can't wait to announce those when the time comes.
Yep.
Yeah. There's some great stuff in the near future. And again, I keep going back to it. I can't wait to go back to some of the conventions and to go and talk to some artists in person, show them what we've been doing. And I have a couple of people in mind I want to talk to in person, hand them some of the copies of Poe and say, I would love to have you do a story in one of my Poe issues. And I'm really looking forward to having that opportunity to expand our universe and bring in some other creators with a different eye, a different style.
We might even get some awesome just convention sketches with their permission to use as covers. So it's like, hey, can we get a black and white ink from you this weekend? Pay for it at the show and then scan it in, and then we do the colors or something, or pencils and we ink and color. So we can get some really cool guest artists through convention sketches even. Yeah,
it's fantastic. Or I'd love to hear from some of the fans. We have sketch covers for the majority of our issues. It'd be interesting to hear from them what artists they would like to see a sketch from. And, and maybe we can, once conventions start, we can get some original art on some of these sketch covers and have some pretty premium rewards for those high-end backers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was looking to see. I know you've got a sketch cover on here somewhere. Let me find it.
It's in the add-ons right there.
The add-ons. Yep. Okay.
So I didn't do a sketch cover for issue 2. So it's your choice. You can either do a Wretched Realms #1 or a Crimson Shadows 1 for the sketch cover. I figured with the people would prefer an issue 1 for sketch covers anyway, so I didn't bother with a sketch cover on 2.
And that's a great add-on too. So you get your comics you want, but then you can also add on, and it's only $60. I mean, that's right there is a steal, because that's sometimes better than what you get at a convention.
Yeah, and that includes the comic book too. The price of the comic plus the drawing. So it's a grayscale, black and white, marker and ink drawing that I do on there, featuring. It can really be any character. It'll be, if you want your own custom character, it'll be a headshot. But I would prefer to keep it as a Crimson Shadows character or Wretched Realms character, since I'm not. This isn't a high-end commission. My high-end commissions, I'm doing $200 to $300 full color. I'm not looking to do that for $60. These are going to be convention quality sketches.
Yes. Yes, so I know we got people joining in going, draw, monkey boy. Come on now, draw.
Yeah.
I paid $2 for this.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let's get a quick update. I see we got some people watching. If anybody's watching, want to comment, please join us in the comments with any questions or any comments you may have about if you've got previous issues. Love to hear feedback.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
And if you're thinking about upgrading, definitely now's the time. I mean, get in. We got another week, but get it in now so you don't forget.
Yeah, the faster. Here's the thing: it's a snowball effect with Kickstarter. So if you are planning on donating early is better, because the more rewards we unlock, the more people will take part. So we're only $96 away from unlocking the next goal. So that's the snowball effect. People like to follow success. So the more successful you are, the more people will back it. So if you want to get more rewards, donating early will help you earn those greater rewards, because more people will take part.
Yes.
So It's good stuff. I got to bow out for 1 second because I got to grab my meds. And so if you want to take me off the screen for a second, I'll be right back.
All right. And now that Scott's gone, we can talk about him.
That's right. Yeah.
Just like you guys talked about me, I'm sure. So
I was too busy making rude comments and sexual innuendos. So
yeah. Well, I gotta tell you, I was really excited this week. We jumped over. Scott had, for those, I'm sure you mentioned earlier, was he had made a decision to unlock the $3,000 stretch goal prior to us hitting it. And while he did it, because he did it as a video on Monday night, so we hit the 3,000 and went past that. So I was really excited to see we've jumped up a couple $100 just in a couple days here, and we're still in that little lull period. And a lot of Kickstarters would have ended by now with just like not a full 4 weeks, but since Scott had to have his guts ripped out, he wanted another week. So, but I think this is exciting. We were talking last night with the C-pop people, and people were checking things out, and it's we've got a lot of cool stuff going on with Bardstone, and it's been a year now since we started, and in this time we've had the 6 Kickstarters, we've got more books in the works, and we're already getting our convention schedules planned. So, and there's Scott. I think he's done. Are you done popping pills?
I'm done popping pills. Actually, the pills are just. It's just a. I won't get it anyway. It's Tylenol maximum strength and Aleve.
Okay.
So there's a regimen of switching back and forth between them, and
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it works. Takes the edge off.
Yeah,
that's good.
I didn't mean to kill the conversation. Go ahead.
No, I was just rambling on, just trying to fill time. So, there's a lot of things that we talk about here. So, we talk about the schedule for the rest of the year. Now, one thing we haven't really gotten into, and I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about it tonight, Scott, is your future Kickstarter with The Essentialed.
Oh, sure. So The Essentialed, how do I put it? I've started I've done the outline of it. I'm in the process of doing the final draft. But long story short, takes place, in the year roughly almost 2100. It's a kind of near future sci-fi world. It's like if you've seen the movie Metroplex, what is it? The old one.
Metropolis?
Metropolis, thank you. It's inspired by that in a way, where you've got like a utopian society, but it's built upon the structure of workers underneath to keep the illusion going. It's kind of inspired by that, where, but the Essential, kind of a combination of that with our own situation, essential workers, except there's a twist, a dark twist to it, where if you get labeled as essential, if you're essentialed, you get into forced labor into these districts to supply the labor for those in the higher up districts. So that's kind of the premise of it. So it's a world where you try not to reveal your talents because you'll get inscripted into the services of the greater masses. So the goal is to not be essential in this future world.
Right.
So like one example might be, another form of inspiration is like the old, and maybe current, I don't know how it is now, but the old like Russian Olympic teams, from birth you were selected and you were trained to be in that sport. It didn't matter if you wanted it or not. That's what you did. And, your team lost, you kind of disappeared because you were no longer essential. So it's kind of inspired by those different type of things and combining it with our essential worker program, how we had here during the COVID time. So it was kind of a blending of those three things to create this, that whole narrative of how a utopian world can't fully exist, and if it does, it's probably built on a lie. So that's kind of what the Essential dives into.
Yeah,
with some twist.
That's always the fun sci-fi. There's so many great stories out there with that scenario, and people always resonate to it because there's always truth in it. There's always, American history, not American history, our history as a people on Earth. We just keep falling into that same repetitive, cycle. Yeah. So it's very interesting. It sounds great. I can't wait to see what happens with it.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. Issue 1, the hard part is the vision I have is very grand. And now that I'm writing it into comic format, it's like, I got to cut out so much.
Yeah.
Comic books, for better or for worse, are a simpler storytelling tool. Visually they're rich and vibrant and amazing, but from a storytelling standpoint, you really have to boil the story down to bare essentials, the essential, and clear out the non-essential. So that's what I'm doing now. I had this. I always start off with like this grand Lord of the Rings type storyline where it's going to be 8,000 books long, and it's like, okay, now how do I get this down to 20 pages?
Right.
But the positive side of that is it forces you to really analyze what is the story you're trying to tell and cut out all the side journeys, the side quests that aren't needed. So it does boil it down to a more condensed, rich story.
Right. More digestible for more people. It's comic format. It's an interesting format, and it's the combination of storytelling with the art, and you lose a lot of the pages, but that's where the art comes in. So it's a lot of people don't understand how much of a skill it is to be able to adapt a story into comic form. It's definitely harder than what most people think.
People can look down on the comic format as a simple storytelling, but it really isn't, because you really do have to figure out, okay, what is the message and how do I portray it in a combination of, because they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, how many pictures are in a sequential comic? Ours is 30 pages. If you average 4 per page, that's 120. So that's a lot of words.
Right.
Yep, that's a whole novel.
Yep. Yeah, it's always a fun problem slash scenario to try to figure out what to add, what to take out, what do you need to show, what shouldn't you show, and you've got to convey what might be an entire page of words in a picture that takes up a quarter of the page. So or just in a facial expression. Stephen King spent a page explaining what the guy is thinking. You get this tiny little square to draw the picture. He's got to have all this conveyed in this little tiny picture. So it's a very daunting task, depending on how the gravity and the structure of the story itself. It's very difficult. I said it took me a long time to dive into doing sequential stuff, just because it is a very daunting task. It's a way different than doing fan art, cover art, and everything else. It's a completely different animal, a completely different skill set.
Very true. Also, it looks like we just got confirmation. I think Brett got it too. We'll be on Rodney Fike's podcast tomorrow evening for about 15 minutes to hype up Crimson Shadows 2 over there. Him and Sean Forney, who did one of our limited edition covers here. Him and Sean do an awesome 2-evening thing. They got the Thursday night throwdown with which is Sean's show on Thursday nights.
Yeah, actually, it's Friday night we're doing it.
Well, yeah, Thursday is Sean's, and then Rodney's show is Friday, and they both piggyback off each other on each of those shows.
Okay.
What's it called on? Is it Friday night? What Friday night
throwdown?
Yeah, I think it's throwdown.
Is it? Oh, I thought Thursday was the throwdown.
Maybe it's Thursday throwdown, Friday night. It was
Friday fights. I don't know.
Yeah, we're on Friday night though. We're not on tomorrow night.
Yes, Friday night. Oh, I said tomorrow. Wait, what's today?
Today's Wednesday.
I was thinking today's Thursday. So Friday night is what I meant, but I thought it was Thursday for some reason. What year is it?
I don't know.
I love that line in Terminator. What's the date? Speaking of Terminator, did you see that liquid metal robot stuff they're developing?
Yeah, it's scary, isn't it?
Did these people not watch the T-1000?
No, not at all.
No, they did. They were like, hey, there we go.
It does make you wonder, is there any form of science fiction that is not going to become real? I swear everything has become reality at some point.
Well, yeah, I saw a video today of someone that actually had a hoverboard, and of course it was like, $50 million to make, but it was a hoverboard.
Yeah. Well, someone's made a plasma lightsaber. So, and what's interesting is it works just like the prototype lightsabers in the early Star Wars. Like for the first Jedis, they had this battery pack and it was hooked up, and someone actually figured out how to make that. Yep. So how far are we from kyber crystals and exactly. What are the crystals? Dilithium crystals in Star Trek and
yeah.
We have the transparent aluminum now.
Yeah.
Engineers grew up in loving sci-fi. All these engineers grew up like we did, loving sci-fi and wanted to make this stuff. You're not going to find an engineer that's really a great engineer that is into rom-coms. I mean,
right.
They're going to be into Star Wars, Star Trek, all this sci-fi.
But the problem is
I want to make a fucking Terminator.
Right. And the next step will be creating a Velociraptor, and then after that, a Death Star. We have to stop.
You see? Or if you got the wrong two friends together, you're going to have Dinosaur Death Star. I mean, it just depends on who the engineer makes friends with. I mean,
genetic before you know, you got Godzilla.
Yeah,
exactly.
So Friday night, just so you know, it's the Friday night draw, and then Thursday night it's Thursday night throwdown that Rodney Fike and Sean Forney do. They both nights starting at 8:00. You can find them through the Facebook.
The Book of Faces. Very good.
Yeah,
most excellent.
So let's just recap the rewards for people before we go out. So we're still at 63 backers. I know you guys are watching. Pony up.
Come on, I see you.
Yeah. So all right. So
you right there. Right there. I'm looking at you.
Yeah. Here's the basic pledge. You could pledge as low as $1, but for $5 you get a digital copy of Crimson Shadows 2. And the digital is included with all the other rewards as well. So you might as well just skip that one and go to the next one.
Yeah, if you do the physical reward of $8, at least you're going to get the first stretch goal.
Yeah, and $8 you get a physical copy of the book. You get the PDF. It's only $3 more, so you get an actual physical copy, which is going to be worth money because these are not the NFTs. So,
Correct.
And then of course from here you can do add-ons to get yourself up to the 20, 25, or 40, depending on what you want to add on to make it even more. So it's great customization on this. And this is the unlimited cover, and then starting at 13 is the limited covers. There's for Kevin's. Then we have the Zambelli, and then you have the Forney. And then you have the Forney 2-pack here. So
what I wanted to do with this was, each of us have our own fan bases. So if somebody was coming on here and they just wanted Sean stuff, the Forney 2-pack, you get the Sean Forney cover along with the Sean Forney metal, 4x6 metal of his artwork. Yeah. So that's what each of the packs are. So if you get the minor one, you'll get his cover with his 4x6 metal. So that's what each one of those are.
Yeah. Now you have listed, did you mean to do this, is in Sean's pack, it also includes the unlimited cover.
In Sean's pack?
Yeah, you have that listed.
That is not accurate.
You'll have to change that.
I can't. It doesn't let you.
Yep. Well, I guess someone's going to get it. It's only 10 available. There's 9 left. Someone's already got it. So someone's going to get an extra.
They're not going to get it. Sorry. No, it won't go in because it's a limited. We only have the ultras are only 30. There won't be enough.
No, you have the unlimited along with Sean's limited and is listed with it.
Oh, I don't care about giving that. Then you'll get it. Yeah, I thought it was the metal.
No.
If I put it, you'll get that one. I can afford to throw that one in. The ultras are limited to 30. So I'm not throwing that in.
Yeah, because you do the same thing on this. So you're getting basically for $20, you're already getting 2, and then you're adding on the.
Oh wait, I did that in all of them, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh,
so you get
good.
Unlimited. You get the limited cover for the person you choose, and now you're actually getting the bonus variants. You're getting 3 comics for $20. I didn't even realize that. If you choose that pledge, that's 3 comics. So you got so you can read the unlimited until it falls apart, and then you have the other 2 to put away to sell at a future time when we sign up for Netflix and have a big.
And if you want a clean copy of the unlimited, you can add it in the add-ons.
Yes.
So.
Right.
Yep. So a lot of cool stuff there. And then, of course, we hit the $30 trading card Crimson Universe. But you can add, and this one here includes the PDF. You get the trading cards, which is cards 1 through 10, 11, 20. They're all separated in different segments.
Yeah, you can buy packs of 10 for $10 each or all 40 for 30.
Yep. And then, of course, with this one here, you can actually do this as an add-on besides just buying the set. So, and I see we have 6 backers for that. So there's only 4 left of that particular one, but you can still add it on through the add-ons. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Nice. And then I'm probably going to go in and increase the, is it the big, one of them, the completest pack. I think there's only 1 left or so. Mm-hmm. Was that the case with the completest? I think it's $70, or is it sold out?
The $70 is the one I took, because I believe in supporting our own Kickstarter. So I have copies, so I pay for them. We have 1 left of the $70 one.
So with that one, I had 5 unused ones for the early bird, so I'm going to increase that by 5. Mm-hmm. I have to manage the quantities because we have extreme limited quantities on some issues. So I'll be able to increase that by 5. So I'll do that tonight.
Okay. Yeah, because then of course the next step after the that is the $125 big burrito. So
yeah, I was hungry when I made this menu.
So this one, of course, you get the PDF, you get the unlimited cover, you get the minor Zambelli, Forney, and Gruber ultra cover, so that's included, and then it includes the 4x6 prints to coincide with those, and then the trading cards. And there is 3 of those left. There's only 3 available, and of course that's because the Gruber metal cover is very limited.
Yep, very limited. 30 only.
And then there's the whole enchilada is basically you can get everything Bardstone.
Yeah. Well, everything. It's the Crimson Shadows 1, 2, and Wretched Realms 1.
Yes, no Poe.
I didn't have Poe because I didn't know what my quantities were. So
yeah,
I didn't want to guarantee those.
Yeah, no Poe for you.
I'm just a poor boy. Nobody loves me.
So there's 2 of those left, and then it looks like we're out of the ultra limited's gone, the $40 version of it. So you'd have to get it within the other packs that are available. The early bird, of course, is passed, and then the retailer pack is sold out as well.
Yep.
So
and that one went to a wonderful company in Indiana there.
Yes,
Nobleville, Indiana.
Now,
Yeah.
of course, any retailers watching, you can add, do a regular pledge and add on as many comics as you want to have in your store. So you can definitely create your own retail pack available.
If you really do want that retail pack and contact me, I'll double check the quantities if I can pull it together. The real issue is the limiting factor is the metal cover. If I can put together a pack without the limited, the ultra limited, I can definitely do that.
Mhm.
So if you are interested, just message me and I'll work out a number for you to put something together.
Very cool. So
Also, if you want an ultra limited cover for yourself, I am willing to do. It's an extra. Basically, it'd be like roughly a $500 package. I can do a custom cover featuring your comic store logo. That will be shipped at a later date though, because I'll have to create the custom cover for you. And you'll choose the number of limited copies you want, and they'll be signed and everything. So we can do that too. It would be roughly 500, depending on the quantities you want. So contact me if you want that.
Yep. Cool. Well, any last things before we sign out here?
Any last words?
Send us your money.
Yeah.
Back to
We're rolling
Share
this
the
forward. Each project we're building a good fan base. Each project we're building on our quality. We're building on the talent we're bringing on board. So really, this is all driven by you guys, the backers. The more we get, the more we can do, and that's our goal. We really want to grow this into something much larger. We have future plans of growing the Crimson universe with some side stories too, including, I'm hoping, the one Brett told me about. I think will be awesome. So that'll be a little sneak teaser there, but hopefully we'll be adding that. But then I have some side stories myself. I think Kevin even has some ideas too. So some fun stuff we can do with the Crimson universe to keep growing it and expanding it into something truly awesome.
Yes. Awesome. Well, I'm going to take us out with the video, and I'll talk to you guys in a minute.
See ya.